Hi everyone, it's Ali here. I did promise to do a Facebook Live, but Facebook and my internet connection were against that. So I'm doing a video instead. I am a relationship coach, and on Tuesday I was talking about the very first step in getting to know who you are, getting to know really what the basic issues in your relationship are. And I'm not talking about your relationship with the other person. We're using that other person, that husband, that wife, that long-term partner, or even just a work colleague, whoever is causing you distress at the moment. We're using them really to get to grips with the relationship we're having with ourselves. So on Tuesday, we were talking about the words we use, the expressions we use. What are you saying to that person? What are you actually saying to them? And more importantly, what are you not saying, but what are you thinking or what are you feeling? And hopefully you've got all that down. Today we're going to take it a step further and we're going to look at those expressions and we're going to expand on them. And why are we going to do that? Well, let me explain. One of the biggest problems that I've come across in my own relationship, I come across time and time again when I'm talking to people or when I'm working with clients. We all have ideas on what words mean, what expressions mean, what emotions mean. And sometimes we assume that that word, doesn't matter what it is, let's for instance, let's take love. If I say love, it conjures up all sorts of meanings for me, all sorts of emotions, all sorts of feelings, and I have a fairly fixed idea on what it would take for me to feel loved. It's a very unique and it's a very individual emotion for me. You will have, you know, if you think of the word, yeah, the basis is going to be the same. It's all going to be, I imagine around respect and sharing and feeling safe to give and to take and to express how you're feeling in your relationship. It's about being able to receive as well as giving. But it's going to be absolutely unique to you, as unique to you as it is to me. So if we look at those things that we're saying to our partners, to our loved ones, to our work colleagues, probably not telling them you love them or you don't love them or you're not feeling loved, but you get what I mean. It's so important to know what you're actually accusing that other person of not giving you, or what you mean when you're talking to that other person. So take those words that you've written down, those expressions you've written down, and let's go through them and let's expand on them. Mine were very simple. Mine was all about not feeling listened to, not feeling therefore respected, because if you respect somebody then you listen to them. So when I started going through it and I started saying, okay, so what is respect? Well, in order for me to feel respected, X, Y, Z would happen. You would be listening to me. You would be actually really listening to me with the intention of understanding how you could help me. There are various things that I would expect. You would be acting on that, that knowledge that you were gaining just by listening to me, and you would be helping me move forward. So what does it mean for you? That's today's task. What does it mean for you? Once you know what it means for you, it's so much easier to go back into that discussion and make it an awful lot less about finger pointing. I put my finger up here. A lot less about finger pointing, a lot less about blame, a lot less about making the other person defensive, and a lot more about explaining what it means for you, what you're discovering about yourself. I don't feel loved because if I was feeling loved, this would be happening, and I would like that to happen. How can we make it happen together? It's a different way of approaching it. There's a lot less blame, there's a lot more self-knowledge, and people tend to respond a lot better when we're talking about our own self-knowledge. It feels a lot less like accusation. It feels a lot more like sharing who you really are with someone else. So that's today's task. It's all part of a worksheet that I give when I'm first talking to people, when I'm first working with people, to really get to know where they are. Yeah, not for me to get to know, though that's helpful, but for you to get to know where you are in your relationship. So if you haven't already downloaded my worksheet, please send me an email. I'll put my email address at the bottom here. It's alison@alisonreiner.com. That's ALLISON at AlisonReiner, REINER.com. But as I say, I'll pop it underneath. If you'd like to talk to me, however, I'll also pop my scheduler underneath, and you can go straight in and we can book a call and we can get really clear on what is going on in your relationship at the moment and what you can do about it, because that's the point of this video series. It's supposed to be a Facebook Live series, but hey, is to really get to know what you can do, what your responsibility is, how you can make yourself happy, how you can transform your relationship by looking at yourself. So have a great afternoon. Take care. Bye.